We are live, David. It is Tuesday night, Disney Crush podcast live stream. I want to talk about a couple things before we get started. Mandie's running a late. This week's podcast is going to be a new podcast, right, Dave?
A new one?
Yeah. Well, I know the last couple of weeks we've been running the live streams again, some old live streams, and I just wanted to let people know we're back in the seat. We're back at the show. We're working hard.
Hey, some of those live streams are good. What are you talking about?
No, they are good.
Getting negative?
No, some of the stuff that I said in last week's live stream is no longer true because some of the stuff has opened. So the Harmony Barbershop is open. The Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique is opened. And there was one other thing that I had said was closed, but is reopened now. So I just want you guys to know that. We recorded on Friday, so we missed some of the big announcements at D23. So we're going to talk about that at the top of the show, and then Mandie's going to join us. But let us get started with our intro, and we will be right back with the Disney Crush Tuesday night live stream.
Hey,
We're
y'all.
back. Hey, y'all, Facebook user.
Hey, Samantha. Hey, Deidre.
Deirdre, she's finally home. All right. We're going to talk tonight about the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. We're going to talk about strategies, plans of attack for getting stuff done that you want to get done. And because you're not going to get it all done. There's no way to get it all in. So we're going to talk about that. Mandie's going to come on in a little bit. But I did want to talk about a little bit about D23. Nothing major was really announced for Walt Disney World, which we kind of knew was going to happen because we're like the redheaded stepchildren of the Disney Corporation. So I do want to just touch base. I have a post where
Austin
I said
family.
What we got. We are gonna. So this is what they put up at the end of the presentation. My friend Josh was there. Thank you, Lorelei, for liking my Haunted Mansion background. So they mentioned at the beginning of the presentation that it was Epcot's 40th anniversary next month. And that was basically it. He was like, it's Epcot's 40th anniversary. I hope you all like Cosmic Rewind. And that kind of was like our clue that, yeah, that's what you got for your 40th anniversary. And don't expect anything else. That's really the impression that those of us watching got. I watched it with some friends. And we all kind of were like, oh, that's it. That's him pretty much saying they're not really doing much for the anniversary. So
what do you mean? You don't think the whole big story about Frozen going away and Mr. Toad's Wild Ride coming back or going in there instead?
Oh,
That's not big news?
Frozen. That's right. Dave said he had heard that Frozen was being replaced at Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Josh did not mention that on Sunday.
No? Oh.
No, he didn't. He really didn't.
Maybe it was Hanover told me that. I don't know.
Could have been. It in this final graphic that he put up on the screen behind him, it does say Fantasmic returns to Walt Disney World in 2022. So that's this year, at some point this year. Says Moana's Journey of Water is coming in 2023. They announced that Tron is opening spring of 2023, and that Tiana's Bayou Adventure will be opening in both Land and World in late 2024 is what he said. The things they didn't say were interesting. So they didn't give any dates. They never do. Very unspecific, very non-committal. Disneyland is getting a couple of character meet and greets like this week and next month. I think The Mandalorian is coming in November. The Mandalorian with Baby Grogu, and Hulk is coming next week to Disneyland. Disneyland in 2023 is getting the Mickey Toontown revamp with Minnie's Runaway Railway is coming. The Pacific Wharf is being rethemed into Big Hero 6 with San Francisco, and the Paradise Pier Hotel will be a Pixar hotel. So that's all coming to Disneyland. So the thing that was interesting was at the very start of the show, they started the show with the music to Happily Ever After. And a bunch of us were watching it together. And I think it was Scott said, you know what this music is, right? You know what this music is, right? And we were like, it's Happily Ever After. And we all got excited. And Josh said, y'all hear that song? Y'all know that song? I have news for you. It's coming back. So Happily Ever After, the song, is coming back to Walt Disney World, replacing Enchantment. But they indicated a little bit later, Disney tweeted out that the anthem, meaning the song, is going to be back, but it's going to be an updated show. So some of us speculate that because they put in the technology to do projections down Main Street, they're going to want to keep that technology, use that technology. So Happily Ever After is coming back in some form, but it probably is not going to be the Happily Ever After that we know and love. It's going to be a different show. And then he shocked us all very close to the end. We were like, what? What did he say? He said Harmonious is going away, that they're going to have an all new show at Epcot celebrating 100 years of Walt Disney, of the Walt Disney, company. And we were all like, didn't we just get Harmonious? Didn't they just put those barges in the middle of the water?
Yeah, but they'll probably still use the barges and have a new show.
I think so. Yeah.
Harmonious was a dumb name anyway. Come on. It was silly. Harmonious.
I think they probably are going to use the barges.
You know how hard I have with the English language? It took me months to pronounce that word.
Harmonious.
I called it all kind of stuff. Yeah.
But the thing that people are saying is that the big gripe people have about Harmonious is that unless you're dead center, you can't see that center Stargate. You can't see the projections that are going on in that Stargate. And that's what people have been complaining about, is that there's only two good places to watch from. I mean, we watch from the side but we don't see what's going on in the Stargate. And so if they keep the barges, that's not going to change. Hey, Uli.
Hey, Uli.
So I don't know. I don't know.
Moana's coming back.
What's coming back?
She's coming too.
Who's coming?
Moana.
Oh yeah, the Journey of Water is coming next year. And that was neat. Did you see the renderings? They're going to be a big Tafiti. They're going to have a 16-foot Tafiti. She's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, it's going to be a ride, and you're going to get to go on the ocean with her and get on a float and a sail, and you're going to be with Hey and her, and you're going to be interactive with her.
No, she's going to be a big fountain.
Oh, that's all?
She's going to be a big fountain, basically.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Mm.
I forgot to share the picture of the Walt statue. They showed the picture of the Walt statue. Actually, I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to just give me a minute. I'm going to bring it up because it's worth mentioning.
Is it that bad?
It's
Mm-hmm.
it's unfortunate. Can I just
Mm.
say that?
You just did.
Because his position,
Did they not think this one through?
they didn't think this one through. This is Scott said this is for the people that brought us ASS and MILF, brought us Walt sitting on the toilet. And I think that this statue is going to be a new Crusher landmark. We're going to be taking pictures with Walt. And the side, I don't have a picture of the side view right now, but the side view is no better. It really looks like he's sitting on the toilet. So it's unfortunate. I don't know how that got approved. People looking at that statue had to see what I see.
Well,
and
not
what
really, 'cause
obviously somebody else sees because somebody else made this meme.
No, he has no paper, no newspaper, no cell phone in his hand. No, he's totally just sitting there. Come on.
Oh, if he had a cell phone, then he'd for sure
Absolutely.
be sitting on.
Yeah. Then we'd say
know, but
maybe
I think
so.
the Crushers are going to have a new picture spot. Naked Elsa and Poop and Walt. So anyway, the interesting thing is I can't believe they did this. Josh brought out an Imagineer and one of the directors from a lot of recent Disney films created Zootopia and Encanto, and they talked about blue sky projects. Blue sky might as well be pie in the sky. There's no commitment to these projects. These are just ideas that they're throwing around. And one of the ideas they were throwing around on stage in front of the world was demolishing Dino Land, which we've talked about on the podcast. So I think Josh listens. We talked about demolishing Dino Land how many times? Right? But he didn't listen to my idea about Indiana Jones because they're thinking they said maybe it'll be Zootopia, maybe it'll be Moana, but they did not announce or confirm anything. They just said, we're just tossing ideas around. Well, of course, our favorite clickbait websites ran with it and posted that Moana and Zootopia are coming to Animal Kingdom,
of course.
which they did not say. And then this is something that none of us have, talked about before Sunday. He said, what about the land beyond Big Thunder Mountain? Do you ever wonder what's out beyond Big Thunder Mountain? And he showed renderings of ideas they have for possibly Coco, possibly Encanto. Again, they said Moana. And then a villain's lair, a villain's land. So these are all ideas Disney's kicking around. But again, nothing confirmed. Nothing announced, and we're talking we might be dead when the stuff opens. This is, if it opens. This is, maybe 10 years from now.
Yeah.
So
like Pandora took, 7.5 years?
Well, from the time it was announced. So who knows? Right. This stuff isn't even announced yet. So we'll just have to see. So I don't know. Is anybody excited about anything they heard, or I don't know. I'm really not.
I'm glad Harmonious is going away because I'm tired of saying that name, Harmonious. Just saying.
Yeah, a bunch of the different parks are getting frozen lands. Mandie's here. Let's see if Mandie's... Hey, Mandie.
Can you guys hear me?
We hear you. We hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Why can't I hear you?
I don't know why you can't
hear me. Give me one
me.
moment. Something's wrong with my speakers.
Okay. I'm going to remove her. Actually, I'm not going to remove you because I want you to know that you hear us. When you hear us, then you'll
Can you
hear
get-
us.
Tell him I need him.
Okay, she's calling for dad.
Mm-hmm.
She's calling for dad, so I'm going to take her off the screen. So we're going to talk tonight about the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, which is happening on select nights in this month and next month. And it started in August, actually. But the interesting thing, Dave, is it is sold out, completely sold out. There are no available tickets left. Question people ask a lot is, if I'm in the park on a party day, do I have to leave if I don't have a ticket? The answer is yes. At 6:00, they will start asking to see your wrist. And if you don't have a wristband on, you cannot stay. They will escort you towards the front gate. You won't be able to ride anything. You won't be able to buy anything. You won't be able to get into any lines. You won't be able to get any food. So there will be no reason for you to stay if you don't have a party ticket and a wristband. So Mandie's giving me a thumbs up.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay,
Yes.
and I can hear you. Sorry,
Yes.
I had the audio set to
okay.
mic for both.
Hi, Avery Jean.
Avery just wants to say hi. Say hi.
Hi. She can say hi. We love her.
Oh.
That's okay. So I'm going to the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party with my friend Avery for her birthday. Does she know that I just said that?
Yeah, she knows.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
She knows.
if you're in the park, if you have a party ticket, you can get in the park at 4:00.
Yeah.
If you're in the park, this is something that you should know. If you're at Walt Disney World and you're not going to the party, but you've got a couple days at Disney and you have a chance to see the fireworks again, or you don't really care about seeing the fireworks, party days are great days to go, because there's a lot of people look at the schedule and say, oh, there's no fireworks that night. We have to leave at 6. I'm going to go the next day. Those next days are usually the busiest days at Magic Kingdom. If you go during the day with the intention of leaving before 6, you're going to have a great day. The lines are not long on those days.
Often too, if you have 2 Magic Kingdom days, it's awesome to make one of them that day, and then the other day that you have as Magic Kingdom can be your evening day, because
Right.
you'll see fireworks and stuff.
Yeah.
And you get everything done on a party day by the time you're leaving if you're just there for rides.
Right. Yeah. The lines are pretty good. If you're in the park that day and you're going to the party, you don't have to leave and come back in. They give out the wristbands at Fantasy Fair near Thriller Magic, across from Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor in Tomorrowland, and at the Tortuga Tavern in Adventureland. So if you're in the park already, you can stay in the park and get your wristbands there. If you're not already in the park, you can get in the park at 4:00 with the party ticket. Now, as an annual pass holder, Manny, what is your thinking about arriving a little bit before that? Because I'm hearing the lines are really backing up at the gate with people with party tickets. What if I, as an annual pass holder, just want to come in to a regular gate and not get in that line? Do you think that's a good idea to come in and
that
then
will
go
work.
to Tortuga or something?
Yeah, that will work. You have to have a park pass possibly for that to work. What I'm personally doing as a pass holder is I'm going to go in. I'm going to do like a pool day most of the day. And then at about 1:30, 2:00, I'm going to head over there. And the reason I'm going that much earlier is just to beat that crowd that's going to like hang out in front, kind of get in, let the kids do a couple things. And I want to be situated and ready for, Jack.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Because they've been starting the meet and greets early. They've been not waiting till 7. They've been like at 4,
no.
4:30. Yeah.
And that was one of the things that Mandy's talking about, Jack and Sally. I have seen reports that Jack and Sally are coming out at 4:35. People are saying that if they get in line at 4, they're done with Jack and Sally by 5. So they are a long wait.
Huge one. And that's a huge one. 1 hour wait for that is not long at all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I do want to talk about the costumes. You can wear costumes at the Halloween party. Even if you're over 14, you can dress. They do ask if your costume is elaborate and you really look like the character, you really look like a princess, or you really look like Jack Skellington. They will tell you, do not take pictures with other guests, because you can take pictures with your family. You could take pictures, just regular photos, PhotoPass pictures. They don't want you taking pictures with other guests. They don't want crowds surrounding you. They want to be able to control the character. So if you put up some gang sign, or flip the bird dressed like, Cinderella, they don't want that getting out there. So they usually will ask you, if you look really, really good, they'll tell you not to take pictures with other guests. You can't wear anything that drags on the floor. Adults cannot wear masks. Children may, but they have to have unobstructed peripheral vision. Costumes can't drag on the floor. Capes may be worn if the length does not go below the waist. That's interesting. I guess they have the Edna Mode feeling about capes. They're afraid it might get stuck in something. You might get sucked up in astro orbiter with your cape.
Yeah, it could be like a safety issue that way if you're riding with it on stuff.
Yeah. So and no weapons. They said you can't have
no fake guns or anything like that. No,
Costumes may not contain any props or accessories that resemble or could be easily mistaken for actual weapons. So that's the guidelines. A lot of people dress up.
They are lenient with the kid mask, but it does say in the rules this year, and I just think it's worth mentioning, that costume masks of any kind may not be worn.
Oh, I just pulled that up today, this list. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's new this year, because it used to be like 14 and older, I think, couldn't wear masks.
So you're going to want to grab a map when you go in, and the maps do indicate where all the candy treat spots are, where all the PhotoPass photographers are. There's some different PhotoPass opportunities this year. We're going to go through some of them, and we're gonna show you where the treats are too. The park's decorated beautifully for Halloween. If you've never seen it, you really should. So new this year, when you come in, they're directing people down that back entry behind Main Street, if that comes out almost in front of right next to the plaza by Tomorrowland Terrace. That walkway, a lot of us have been down that walkway.
It goes from Tony's to Plaza. It's like, we call it the secret passage.
Right. They have these little statues of the characters in their costumes.
Hi, Tom.
And there you can get your, hey, Tom. There you can get your trick-or-treat bag, which people are saying is kind of small. So you may want to bring something else if you plan on doing a lot of trick-or-treating.
It is small, but last year it was like a true plastic bag. At least this year it's like they stepped it up to like a reusable.
Yeah, this is one of those bags. It's similar to the 50th anniversary bags that they're selling in the stores right now. And on the back, actually, it does say 50th Walt Disney World 50th anniversary. So it's a nice bag. If you have allergies, they will give you a teal bag. So that the
plastic kind.
Yeah. So they know that you have allergies. Well, I had the thing. I had a picture of I don't know what I did with it. Of the coin they give you. Anyway. So Mandie, you're thinking if you want to see Jack and Sally, you should go over there first.
That's typically my plan of action. Depending on who you choose, Jack or Sally, Seven Dwarfs, whatever, usually make that the first plan of action. I always want to see Jack and Sally. So yeah.
Yeah.
They're hard to see or get a photo opportunity with if it is not at the Halloween or the Christmas party.
Right.
And I don't know, that they're just like amazing. My favorite.
Okay. Let me see.
Yeah. But definitely, because you get that out of the way, and then you can go ride rides. You can go to the trick-or-treat trails. I usually attack the party where I do the character first. Then we start to go to the different rides we want to go to.
Mm-hmm.
And as we're getting to those rides, we do the trick-or-treat trail on the way in between. I don't necessarily hit every trick-or-treat spot. I know some people do, but That's not usually how I do it. I usually want the more rides and Halloween exclusive experiences.
What is Amanda saying in the comments, Dave? I didn't see what she was saying.
I don't know
Well,
if I
she's
believe it, but that's
No,
what
but
they said.
she must have
yeah,
said
she
something
said that
before.
it was the line was over 4 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
At 4:20.
So let me just talk about something that I'm emceeing. I'm in a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party Facebook group. Of course I am. I haven't been banned yet. And you can use the DAS at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. You can use it for rides. They said at 6, you could use it before 6, and then between 6 and 7, it's kind of a limbo time because the park is technically closed, and then the party starts at 7. They're not going to kick you out. You can stay in, but the DAS seems to go down because the park isn't technically open. But they said if you go to the ride and talk to the cast member, they might give you one of those paper ones. And they're not giving them for meet and greets outside, but people are having it depends on the cast member. People are having various levels of success getting a return time with the DAS for Jack and Sally. So there you go.
Nice.
Scott says, make sure you hit Filler Magic and Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor for trick-or-treating because they have 2 candy spots each. All right, let's talk about the candy for a minute there. So, yeah, the trick-or-treat spots are throughout the park. There's the allergy-friendly disc that you get if you have allergies. There's the candy that's M&M's, Mars type treats this year. If you have allergies, you go to City Hall. There's a couple of locations you can go with your allergy treats, and they have different treats, and it lists what's in it, so you know you're getting something you can have. So, yeah.
Amanda Bond said they're doing electronic return times at Space Mountain for DAS.
DAS. They're doing them for DAS for all the stuff except Jack and Sally. People are getting different results, and between 6 and 7, they said it seems to go down because the park's not technically open. So the characters that are there, besides Jack and Sally, you've got some rare ones. And you know what I found this year? They're not really that rare, except right now we don't have them. Like Ariel is there. So, and Mandie, you mentioned Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs, but they are actually not
showing this year. Yeah.
Showing this year, which is really, that was one of the highlights of the party.
I was speaking out of like muscle memory when I said that. Like,
yeah, it's just
choose which one's going to be this party, and then
it's just a shame because they were big. They were like some of the most popular characters because they only come out for the parties. Moana I thought for sure Moana because she was meeting at the Poly, so I thought she was practicing. Maybe she'll show up at the Ohana character breakfast. I don't know because she was practicing for something. I don't know. Karen says they have an allergy location at the guest services at Liberty Square as well.
Okay, good.
I put a dot over this lady's face because I don't know her, but this is what Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, and Tigger look like, and they are very, very popular. They come out around 6:30 from reports I've seen, and their line gets very long. So if you want to meet them, make them a priority. They do not give DAS return time, so you got to wait for them.
We waited for them one year when we dressed up. Do you remember the year we dressed up as Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah, I've seen the pictures.
Chris was Christopher Robin. I was Pooh Bear. Avery was Piglet, and Cam was Tigger. And we waited in that line. We did the whole party, and then I decided to do that as the last event. And Avery lasted 45 minutes in the line, and she fell asleep. And 10 minutes later, we got to meet them, and she's asleep in all the pictures.
Oh,
it's a really, really cute meet and greet. Their costumes are adorable. It's one of my favorite ones with Pooh Bear. The other cool one was, Scott just mentioned it, is Stitch Elvis in Tomorrowland. Yep, he's really, really cool. But that one is also uberly popular.
Yes, he really is. And like I said, Ariel and Eric, this is the only place you can meet them right now because they're not meeting. She's not meeting in her grotto, and she's not meeting at Akershus, and she's not meeting at Cinderella Royal Table. So it's really the only place you can meet Ariel right now.
And And you never see Eric, so the two of them together for a photo opportunity is great.
One thing that people said, some of the characters that don't sign, if you're into autographs, ask the handler. They have these little cards
Oh, cute.
to give you. This one is Jack and Sally, and this one is Pooh and his friends.
Oh, how cute.
Yep.
I'm disappointed they don't have Lotso this year.
Yeah. They have that's the zombie party.
Yeah, Cam's excited for that. He can't wait for that one.
That actually goes down here under entertainment. They have different photo pass opportunities this year. Okay, these are more pictures of people I don't know, so I put dots over their face. Lots of magic shots. So, and they're indicated on the map where the photo pass photographers are. And then there's lots of these cutouts where you could jump in and take a picture.
They have a lot of good ones this year.
Yeah. I like this lady she's all over the place. Wooly met Eric at the International Gateway once. It was cool. He asked if I'd been to the yacht club.
That's so cute.
This is
the International Gateway is a great place to meet rare characters because it's one of the training spots.
Right. There's our friend that with no face meeting the Headless Horseman. That's a very popular one in Liberty Square. There's a lot of them in Liberty Square.
That one with the three grim grinning ghosts is the one that I always want, and I always miss it somehow. We always try to get it, and I never get it.
We'll have to get it this year. Entertainment at the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. So in September, there are 3 Hocus Pocus shows. Starting in October with our party, there are 4, 7:40, 8:35, 10:45, and midnight. And then the Boo to You parade is at 9:15 and 11:15. The fireworks not so scary, not so spooky spectacular is at 10:15. And then there's these dance parties. So
the dance parties are the best to do intermittently. The best way to kill the stage show and the fireworks and parade is to do the last. Well, yeah. I guess with the stage show, it's not exactly the last, but you do that one, then you do the fireworks, and then the last parade.
Okay. And if you missed that, there actually is a stage show at midnight. And some people like to do that, watch that while everybody else leaves. So then you're like the last people leaving. So that's another method.
A good way to do it.
4 chances to get the show rained out. I did want to talk about that, Scott. So they have pushed these parties earlier and earlier, and they're starting in August now. The first one was August 12th, and it's Florida, and it's dusk, and it rains. And so a lot of the early parties had really bad rain issues. A lot of the shows got canceled. The parades were getting canceled. Some people actually did get some, like refunds on their tickets or partial refunds. But I don't know. Like, I feel like, I don't know if it's right that they're doing these parties in early August.
Yeah.
But
I like how Disneyland does it, where they start in the fall season and you have a limited amount. I know a lot more people are disappointed that they can't get tickets to Oogie Boogie Bash, but you don't hear of them like raining out or not being good nights.
Yeah. Amanda said she went in early September before. It rained a while. This year it was just too much. It was just a bad, it's been a bad season.
It's just a wet season. Yeah.
It's been really, really rainy. I did mention before you came on, Mandie, that this year all the tickets are sold out. Every night is sold out. So what does that tell our friend Bob Chapek, Dave, if every night's sold out?
I'm sorry?
What does that, every night sold out. So what does it tell our friend Bob Chapek if every night sold out? What does it tell Hanover?
He needs to make it earlier. Maybe in, June or July. Maybe he should start in June, July. What
I was going for is I think that Bob Chapek's going to look at those numbers and Hanover, and they're going to say, we're not charging enough. Because if they could sell out at $159 a night and $179 a night and $199 a night, maybe they can sell out at $200 a night.
And they're just going to
Or
keep pushing them
250.
further and further ahead too. They're going to start. Watch. They'll
Mhm.
start in July next year. Watch, just to push a little more.
Okay.
That's what they
Okay.
do.
I think they're going to raise the price next year.
Well,
Scott said
it's
they
sold
sold
out.
out
It's
Christmas
all,
party for
everything's been sold
250.
out. So why wouldn't they? Yeah.
Right. And that's what people, when people say Disney is so expensive and Disney charges too much money, that's not what we're telling Disney by continually selling, getting on the computer at 6:00 in the morning and buying tickets at $199. We're telling them they're not charging enough. So start in early, right when Michaels gets their crafts in. He's right. Okay. So, we talked about that. Cadaver Dans.
Yes.
Cadaver Dans are the Dapper Dans dressed like
zombies.
kind of zombies.
Yep.
Amanda said, fly in for it, spend money on hotels, days off work, and have it rained out. Yeah. Yep. It's hard. So,
but it is Florida, so you gotta, we're
You have to account
subtropical, so the chances of it raining are going to be pretty good
yeah, it's hard.
this time of year.
The Cadaver Dans are really cool.
Yeah, they are. And they sing like Halloween songs and traditional Disney songs, and
And they appear
parade
what are they,
songs.
over the bathrooms, Mandy?
Where are they right now? I believe, isn't that the roof of Country Bear Jamboree, or is
Yeah.
that right between
Yeah.
Ghost Bill and Country Bear?
Okay.
They do. It's the same stage that they have on the roof that they do the 4th of July DJ music off of.
Okay. So we talked a little bit about dance parties. The Zombeats Bash
I'm excited for this one.
at Cosmic Rays. I had to cover a kid's face because they turned.
Is that Zed? Zed's there?
I guess this is the Zombeats Bash.
But Zed counts as a character. Why don't they list him? Kids
I
would
don't
freak
know.
out.
Oh, Dominic. He doesn't know Monster Recording. Yep. Zombeats Bash. Then there's a Monsters Inc. party in Tomorrowland. And there's a Disney Junior party in
Fantasy in the circus.
Pete's Silly Sideshow. Yeah. In Pete's Silly Sideshow, Doc McStuffins, Vampirina, Minnie, Donald, and Daisy are. And then Goofy's over by the Barnstormer, but when it rains, he goes into the Silly Sideshow too. So, and that's a Disney Junior thing. We talked a little bit about the Hocus Pocus show, which is one of the most popular things at the party.
It's good.
All of the villains come out.
Mm-hmm.
Were you going to say something?
They have the show with the Jack puppet too. That's really, really good.
So the fireworks features this Jack puppet. You can see the puppeteers behind him in that picture.
Yeah.
And the fireworks show is different this year. There's a lot of projections. It's really, really beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It's something truly special. If you're going to the party, that's like the main, that and the parade. You cannot miss either of those things.
Now, Michael loves the Boo to You parade. He's so excited about the Boo. He's been singing Boo to You and Boo to You. If you haven't seen the Gravediggers and the Headless Horseman, it's really something to see. Now, I would say, and I've always said, the best place to watch a Boo to You parade is Frontierland. But this year, if you're in Frontierland, you're not going to see Powerline Max.
Yeah.
Max comes out after the Headless Horseman and before the parade. He comes out by Casey's, and then he goes down Main Street towards the train station. He goes into the firehouse.
So he comes out right at my spot where I like to sit, which is like, so for this parade, they don't do the full circle of the hub. They have only half the hub. So the bridge from Frontierland, they come over and then they round the hub that way. And then they go down Main Street. They don't. So you can sit
go around
on the actual parade, so you can always get a spot there, and that's where I always sit, and it's right in front of Casey's. And what's nice about it is you see all of them turning, and the castle's right there.
Okay. So your advice would be
from there.
your advice would be to stay for the second parade.
I do the second parade, yes.
Yeah.
I don't mess with the first parade. It's like 10 million people.
There are different twists on certain attractions. Pirates of the Caribbean, Mad Tea Party, Space Mountain, Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. So Pirates has real pirates in the queue and on the ride.
Yeah, they're like actors put in place. It's awesome.
Right. Haunted Mansion has actors in the queue. Well, the mansion itself is lit up for Halloween. And then they have people in the queue talking to you.
The line for Haunted Mansion can get ridiculous. So if that's something that is important to you, that's also something I would suggest doing.
As a matter of fact, there's a party tonight, and I looked at the wait times, and I think Haunted Mansion was a 50-minute wait.
Yeah.
So, let me see. Show list. Oh, right now nothing's showing. Like, oh, there it goes. Pirates is closed. Pirates has been closed. I looked at 7 and Pirates has been closed tonight. And right now Space Mountain is closed too. That's not good. Space Mountain is completely dark. So you'd think Space Mountain is dark when you ride it on a normal day.
It's not.
It's not completely dark.
Sorry.
They turn all the lights off for the Halloween party.
Yeah, I will not be doing that during this Halloween party. My son is afraid of the regular Space Mountain.
I'm not doing it either. So that's good. I'm glad to hear that because I don't want to do it either.
I'm not gonna hear that.
Med Tea Party, they have kind of light Halloween lights and music.
Lights and music. Yeah, it's so cute.
And what was the other one? The Haunted Mansion.
Scott said that Pirates was closed last Friday too.
Really? I wonder what's going on.
Something's gotta be
and
wrong.
Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, they kind of do Halloween jokes and Halloween stuff. Scott talked about the PhilharMagic Trick or Treat Trail. Yeah. They do show movies in there. I think they show The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, Mr. Toad in
Cute
there.
Little Halloween shorts. And then there's 2 trick or treat spots there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple that have double.
Yep. So one thing I want to talk about is food. Not everything is open during the party. So I would recommend having a late lunch, a hearty meal for lunch.
Yeah, you do like a dinner, right? Like a lunch dinner at depending what time your plan of action is to head over that way. Like annual pass holders would probably do it a little bit earlier so they can use their pass and get in. If you just have a regular ticket and you aren't planning to get there until the 3:30, 4 o'clock time, you could swing like a 2 o'clock, 2:30. Mm-hmm. But you definitely want to pick a restaurant where you're going to be eating like dinner food at that time, like Steakhouse 71, Grand Floridian Cafe, something in the area of, the Magic Kingdom, and doing like a heavier meal so that you can snack your way through the party. They do sit down meals and waiter service meals during the party, and they call them like special dining experiences. My recommendation is to avoid that at all costs. You paid a lot of money to go to this party. Now you're going to spend an hour and a half at a table eating.
Yeah. People are there in the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party Facebook group. People get all excited. I got Cinderella Royal Table during the party, or I got Be Our Guest during the party. And it's like, you're going to waste 3 hours of a 7-hour party.
And they're not doing like a special menu. It's like when they had the Cruella de Vil dinner, that was the only one in all the years I've been Disneying that appealed to me. Yeah. Because you had a character there that was unique, and a unique experience. But everything they're offering other than the dessert party right now is not unique. It's just labeled Halloween party because it's during that time.
Right. So the Main Street Bakery is open. The Ice Cream Plaza is open. Casey's is open. Mm-hmm. The Emporium has merch. I wanted to talk about the merch. Where did my picture of the merch go? I lost it.
Yeah, I think so too, Scott. I was saying that was one of the only ones that would be worth it.
Am I losing pictures? Like I had pictures loaded and now they're gone.
He also said Cruella at Tony's was amazing.
Yeah. They need to bring that one back.
There's party exclusive merch in the Emporium.
I love that t-shirt.
Yeah. It does get lines, but people said if you go in during the first parade that
Okay.
there's stuff. And one thing to know about the party is it shuts up tight. And when the party ends, the party ends. So if you're used to lingering out of the going through the Emporium after you're not, they
No.
close it. So you're not going into the Emporium after the last Hocus Pocus show. It's closed. So be aware of that. If you want something, get it.
Only the vegan one, Tom. I'll do the vegan when they got there. But that's it.
The Golden Outpost is open because they are selling this thing.
Oh, it's the Hocus Pocus book.
Yeah, exactly. The food, these are specialty foods, and there's a shake at Sleepy Hollow. There's a special funnel cake, worms and dirt funnel cake at Sleepy Hollow. There's the almond vanilla cake, which is shaped like corn at Pecos Bill. The spellbinding fried pie at
It's like a buffalo chicken, right?
Golden Outpost, yeah. And the Pain and Panic hot dog at Casey's Corner. The thing that I'm hearing is the lines for this get outrageous. So if you want it, get in line. And this is selling out. This corn cake is selling out. I'm just confused by it because it's almond flavor. Why didn't they make it a corn cake? Why didn't they make it like?
I don't know, but I have to tell you, we have got to try it.
Okay.
Yeah,
but
that looks tryable.
It looks good, right?
Yeah, it's an almond cake, and it is selling out. People are going at 9:30 and finding out it's sold out. So if you want to get it, you got to get it early.
And I want that.
Bubba said the shake was great too.
Yeah. This is a poison apple shake at Anti-Gravity's, but this is actually sold all day during park hours. They do have a Oh My Gourd cupcake at Starbucks.
Okay.
Which looks pretty good too. It's like pumpkin flavored. So let's see what else I wanted to tell you. Fantasyland. Yeah, there's lots of trick-or-treat locations. Most of the rides are open. The map will tell you if, like Mad Tea Party right there, it tells you it has a Halloween twist. So I'm gonna look right now.
It says the Golden Oak line was crazy too.
Yeah, that's where that buffalo chicken empanada thing is. Right now, the wait for Splash Mountain is 15 minutes. The wait for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is 25 minutes right now. But Haunted Mansion is 55 minutes right now.
Seven Dwarfs is something that we always do at least once or twice during a party because my kids actually like the queue for Seven Dwarfs.
Okay, cool.
Like, well, there's all the interactive stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want to do that on a normal day, but 20 minutes? Yeah. Let them play in it,
Tomorrowland. Mm-hmm. So Cosmic Rays is open. And Pecos Bills is open. But so if you want real food, that's where you'd have to go there. I understand Casey's is a madhouse during the parties. Yeah. So
well, it's almost like the only food option for like a standard kind of meal, not like a treat meal.
Something you can get during the party is the Mickey popcorn bucket, which lights up. This one lights up. I don't think it lit up last year, did it?
I can't remember if it did, but I remember that there were a ton of them in the
character warehouse.
Yeah.
And they said coming in October, hopefully he'll be there when we get there, is this Donald Sipper.
I'm excited for him. He's in Disneyland. He's really cute.
So they said he's coming in October. I don't understand not having him for everybody.
They might have had a supply chain issue.
Possibly. And then as you leave, there's a limited edition poster that they give you as you leave.
Cam is so excited for that to add it to
forget
his
to get it
poster wall.
So what's our strategy, Mandie?
I think we're going to get there early after our dinner. We're going to do the Jack and Sally. We're going to try to DAS past that and see if that actually works.
It works.
We'll
it says some cast members do and some cast members don't.
Report back. After that, I think it's rides and trick or treats, and then hitting up that 10-15 fireworks, 11:15 parade, and I think if the kids can make it, I'd do the midnight Hocus Pocus show.
Okay. So Mandy, you missed the start of the show.
I apologize.
Are you excited about the party?
I am super excited
Yeah,
about the party.
I am too.
I'm
But-
excited for this whole trip. It's going to be amazing.
But I want to show you something. What does this look like to you?
I agree with you. We are, going to the bathroom.
Okay. Did you have any? Go ahead.
My only thought was like, and I mean, granted, probably I should probably know this, but for some reason I don't. Where are they placing this statue?
It's in Epcot.
I know, but where is it going in, like permanently?
I think they're calling it Dreamers Point or something like that.
I've been looking everywhere and I can't remember for the life of me really exactly they're going to put it. Is it going to be on steps?
I think there is a little step. I'm looking it up. Dreamers.
It's going to be at the first companion bathroom as you walk into.
Well,
Epcot.
that would be appropriate. Yeah.
Put it where me and Scott met.
The only reason I'm saying that because if it's like on stairs, like kind of similar to what the fountain, the fountain ended up with railings, but there used to be like a stepping kind of look to it at one point.
They said it's replacing the Fountains of Nations.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay.
Located in World of Celebration. So
there's no squatty potty, so I don't see it.
I think there is a squat. There actually kind of is. He's kind of in that position. I don't know.
But
anyway, so
yeah.
Did you have anything you wanted to mention about any of these announcements or non-announcements?
It was a little lackluster with the announcements this year, huh? Like I thought it was interesting that they were re-announcing Tron.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that we've been there already.
We thought for sure we would get a date, and we got spring.
Yeah, exactly. I do like that they have started the testing on it, though. That is a good sign. It's more about the grounds and the way walk over there now, I think. Nothing that I don't think anybody really knows already. I'm super excited for I'm actually super excited for the Splash Mountain overlay, which I know everybody is gonna go, because I'm a big Splash Mountain person. But the more I see of it, the more it's cool. I like it.
It is. It's gonna be cool.
I think it's gonna be really nice.
Love it once it's done. We're gonna be a little sad, but we're gonna love it.
Yeah, well, absolutely. But you're always sad, But I feel like it's kind of an equal replacement from the more I'm seeing. It's not gonna be disappointing.
Yes, Bibbidi Bobbidi is 60 days.
So, Amy, with that, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique is 60 days out. Midnight, though, not 6 a.m. And the other thing to keep in mind is time zones. I've been seeing some reports in my travel agent groups and support systems that if you're in a time zone that is behind Eastern time, you have to set your clock to Eastern time or that doesn't populate the times.
Oh, like on the computer?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's some weird glitch with their system where they don't see your time as 12, so they don't show you the times. But if you change it to Eastern time, it'll start showing you times.
That stinks.
And
that was one of the things that we did our episode. We replayed the episode last week on Enchanting Extras, and that was something else I failed to mention in that episode. Was that Enchanting Extras you can book at midnight at the 60
it's all so a Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique is an enchanted extra, and any of them can be booked at midnight.
Yeah,
with the exception of those that you need to call in.
Right.
The fireworks cruises.
Right. So
if it's online bookable, it's bookable at midnight. If it's call in, it's call center hours.
Right. So speaking of fireworks cruises, our episode this week that comes out tomorrow afternoon, I did talk about the fairy tale fireworks cruise that I took a couple weeks ago with my mom. And it was really funny because today on the annual pass holder group, there was a guy who was totally trashing it, saying it was the worst experience he's had, that he wasted his money. I had a very different feel about it. He said the desserts were awful and there was hardly any alcohol. But I don't think it's any different than any of the other dessert parties I've been to. The desserts are what they are. The ones at Tomorrowland Terrace,
Yeah.
I don't think they're that much greater than.
Was this
than
guy's
what we
name
had.
Christopher Malinoski?
No, no, no. So I just wanted to say that because we are going to talk about it tomorrow on the podcast. But I think it's just you got to take these reviews with a grain of salt because I've been to almost all of the fireworks dessert parties, and they are what they are. The desserts are not that great. If you're going for the desserts, you're not.
I think it goes and it boils down to one of the things that I always say is that you have to know what you're buying and be educated on what you're buying and don't have an expectation in your head that doesn't meet what you're actually getting.
Right.
You
You're
know?
going there for a better view with the fireworks where you don't have to fight the crowds.
And a different experience for the fireworks, right? So you're going for something that's different. If you look at all the live photos of the dessert parties, you watch a vlog, you see what you're getting, like, and also this is one of the more economical dessert parties.
Yeah. With the annual pass discount, it was $75. And Amy, that's the thing. He was complaining about the drinks, but there was Prosecco, there was wine, there was 2 different kinds of beer, there were 2 mixed drinks. And that's all you're going to get at any of the dessert parties. They even had soda. If you asked for a Diet Coke, he would give you a Diet Coke. So, and there was also coffee and tea and cocoa and all that stuff too. So, I don't know. I don't know what the guy.
I think that people get this expectation that it's supposed to be perfect in Disney. Everything's supposed to be absolutely perfect, and it's not. It's a lot of times it's just good. And you know what? Good's not bad. As long as it's good and you enjoy yourself, you're having a good time, then don't stop complaining. It's not perfect.
Amy drank all the Prosecco.
I think people who say that they're disappointed in the drinks and stuff are not reading what they're getting, and they're often looking for like a full bar.
Yeah.
They think it's going to have like mixed drinks and all this kind of stuff. And no, it's not. They're pretty clear about what they include if you read it.
Disney, Mandie and I have worked with Disney for the fireworks event we did at G3, and they tell you what you're going to get. Unfortunately, they didn't tell us that their computer was going to go down the first 20 minutes of our party, but
they did make that right though. They did.
Yeah. So, and even the desserts we really, they gave us all these menus and we were not impressed by
any of
the menus they offered us for our party. So,
and we really worked with them, and I think that ours came out really good. I mean, the desserts we ended up with were
we did good.
Really good.
Amy, did they really cut you off? It's funny.
Hey, she was trying to get her money's worth. Come on.
I think that's a new the Disney Crush podcast shirt. Good's not bad.
Well, isn't that from Wreck-It Ralph?
No, that's what he says when he's like at the meetings,
Right.
Being bad is I am bad, but that doesn't make me bad. Being bad is good.
It was something like that. Now I got to go watch it. All right, guys.
Yeah, they actually told her that she couldn't have any more. They cut her off. They're like, okay, ma'am, you're done.
Well, I guess that they should have done that to that lady in Epcot yesterday who got wheeled out.
Rain wreck was that?
Yeah. So
in the one video, I think it's her daughter, whoever she's with, her own daughter's like, no, just arrest her.
Oh my gosh.
Well, tell the story now for people who don't know about it.
No, there was a lady who got belligerent at Epcot yesterday, apparently.
She could not walk. And then they ended up having to get a wheelchair to take her out. She was like trying to swing at the security guard.
She gave somebody the middle finger because that's a new meme.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
She was on the ground a few times.
Yeah.
She was mad because it wasn't perfect.
I guess so.
Hey.
When they were trying to escort her out, she kept screaming, "This is Disney! You can't do this to me! This is Disney!"
It's supposed to be magical. It's not magical.
Well, Mandie, I am looking forward to it. We are almost at the 2-week point when we're going to see each other. I can't wait for Epcot's 40th anniversary, which I think is going to be a big wah-wah, but we're going to see each other. So
We'll still be on a boat celebrating for the
Yes.
fireworks. It'll be
Yes,
good.
it'll be awesome. So, Dave, we hope you come with us on October 1st.
Yes.
Where are you guys going?
You're
To
coming
Epcot.
on the fireworks cruise.
I don't know. We'll see. I might have a camping
Okay.
trip then. I don't know.
But
Yeah, if I can get away.
You're not camping. You're not camping.
Hey, I'm always camping.
Yeah, you live in a
Mandie,
camper,
where can
so-
people find you?
You can
That's what
find
I'm
me
talking
at
about.
the Disney Spot on Facebook. I am Magical Mandie Ray on TikTok. And I am on Facebook as Minnie Mouse Mama.
All right.
Minnie Mouse Mama.
Podcast comes out tomorrow
where can they-
afternoon, Dave.
It comes out tomorrow. Yep.
Oh,
And,
wait. If you
we
like
got-
my ears, or if you like Mandie's ears, tomorrow night she has a live where she's actually, those ears on her head I know are for sale, right?
These are mine, but yes, I have some for sale tomorrow.
And other ears. I've seen previews of some of the ears. If you like our ears, you want to ask us how to see her live stream tomorrow night on everything Disney and Disney inspired. We will invite you to the group and you can see Mandie's ear sale. 8:00 tomorrow night Eastern.
I'm excited.
Nice.
Yeah.
The first live I've had that I haven't rescheduled.
There you go. And then if you buy the ears, I can't buy the ears and I will stay married. If I'm the only one watching, Richard will divorce me. So, all right, guys.
Julie said
Thank
she
you
got
so
her
much
ears
for
today.
watching.
Yay!
Disney Crush
Dan,
podcast comes out
We
tomorrow
can't
afternoon.
afford any more ears.
Ears are where it's at, guys.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.